Well, well, well. This video was going to be about the survival of the fittest, but looks like we're going to update on a molt too. This is my Nandu, the Brazilian red. Now, I do have a few tarantulas left that I've had for several years now, and who survived all of my hospitalizations where I wasn't able to feed them, water them over a month. And that goes for water too, not just food, but water. And I think I got this one in 2012, and this one was only about, let's see, how small is this one? I can't remember exactly, but it was pretty close to about 1/4 of an inch. And so I would say right now, this one is about 3.5 inches, really close to 4. Pretty slow grower actually, because if it's only this size, you know, that's many years. So this one survived all the times I'd been sick, either at home or in the hospitals, just being so busy with life. If you want a tarantula that can apparently survive in dry conditions and has very little food and water available, here's one for you. So yes, Nandu, and has a nice molt, but he's kind of in the way right now, but I need to get that molt. I sure do. I need to see how, let's see. Oh my goodness, I don't know when he did it. No. Come on. You gotta get out of the way. Come on. No, I know you're not happy. You're being a Nandu, I know. But I really do need this. So you're just, now come on. Don't annoy, now. No. Thank you. Now let me feel how crunchy this is. Okay, this is very crunchy, so you may be ready to eat. So I'm going to give you a worm and see if you would like to eat now. Oh, it doesn't help when I put it in there. Maybe you'll feel it. Or maybe you can just get it later. Nope. Okay, well, you should be ready soon because that is very crusty or crunchy. So I think you'll get it later. But isn't this one beautiful? Nice. All right. Well, so yes, Nandu, very hardy tarantula. At least this one is. All right, let's move on to a different one that I've had a while. And here is another one that is incredibly hardy. Another one that survived all those times of me being sick and did not die from dehydration, lack of food, conditions in the environment. It was dry as a bone, of course. This is the little cattle Albo pelosum, used to be Brachypelma, Honduran curly hair. And when I got this female, she was very tiny herself. I think she was one of the first ones I got. So I get it mixed up on when it was. It was either late 2011 or it was 2012 when I got her. And she was about, I'm going to say about 1 inch or 1/2 inch. And now she's about 5 inches, 4.5, something like that. Probably 5 by now. I haven't actually measured her, but I would say maybe she is about 5. But, yep, another very hardy tarantula, if that's what you're looking for. And keep in mind, though, tarantulas survive better when they're older than when they're younger. So if you buy a little sling and it goes without food and water for a while, they're more likely going to die. But if you have a juvenile, but especially subadult and adult, they're going to make it. But this one here, now this one did survive, and it was probably, let me think, when I was in the hospital for a while, it may have only been a juvenile. So I guess with the juvies, it just depends on what species it is. But yep, another low maintenance tarantula. All right, let's move on to a different one. And here's the other one that has survived it all. Adora habana, my first female salmon pink bird eater. Again, I got her as a sling also. And now she's really close to the same size as the Albo pelosum. But she might be slightly bigger, like more like 5.5 inches. But yeah, she made it dry as a bone for a while with no food and water, and here she is, still thriving. So we are going to feed her. They have an excellent appetite, but apparently they can go a while without eating too. But let's see if she's ready to eat. Oh yes, she is. I'm thinking about moving her into large Marge's former enclosure, because she'll be my largest tarantula eventually. Let's see. That's going to get you another one. Hold on. Here you go. There you go. So yeah, thought I'd do a little feeding with that one too, since they have such awesome appetites. All right, let's move on. Now, those of you who've been on my channel for a while recognize this one. This one is my Grandmastola porteri, the normal color form. Another huge survivor. Now, we already know, or at least those of us who have been in the hobby for a while, know that the Grandmastolas, especially the porteri at least, can go a long time without eating. Porteries are known for their fasting. This porteri fasted for an entire year. Did not want to eat at all for that whole year. So I always made sure she had water when I wasn't sick. But even then, she survived it all. So they like it dry anyway. So nothing was bad with this one. And this one, of course, now I would still, if I was not sick, I would want this one to still have water. All of them need water. I wouldn't go as far to say they need it daily, but they need it more than their food. But this one survived without water also. So, now they didn't go a full year without water, don't get me wrong. But this one did go over a month. I'd say even maybe close to 3 months without water. But yeah, another survivor. The very slow growing. If you want another slow grower, this is one right here. I got this one as a subadult, and this one is an adult now, but that's as big as she's going to get. She's already about 5.5, yeah, 5.5 to 6 inches. That's as big as she's going to get. She's done growing, I think. I have no idea how old she is. I got her in 2011. Like I said, she was a subadult. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know. She could be old. I have no clue. But they do live a pretty good long while, so she may have actually still quite a few years to go. But yep, she was my very first tarantula, and still alive after all these years of not having steady food and water. So yes, and there she is webbing for us. I say, I was about to say that, porteries tend to be pet rocks, which is why I haven't felt inclined to change her enclosure, because they just kind of sit there. But, and now I say that and she's moving. I am going to offer her some food, though, in a little bit. But, just wanted to show you how my survivor is doing. Alright, let's move on to a different survivor. Here's another survivor, Nonduochromatis. I haven't had much luck with the Colorado Velosa surviving when it's been neglected, but the chromatis has survived. So I just figured all Nandus would be about the same, but maybe not. But yes, again, hospitalized more than once, got sick plenty of times, had no one to feed it, water it, and here it is still living. She is a full-grown female. She's probably about 6 inches or so. Yep. This is the, oh goodness, the white striped bird eater. Yep. And she's crazy. She'll run all, like if I spook her, she will run races around this enclosure here. She's nuts. I call her fruitcake because she's nuttier as a fruitcake. But yes, I've had her for a long time. Not as long as the other ones I've mentioned. The other ones I've mentioned earlier, I've had longer. But this one very soon after. So I went ahead and included this one. And I think I only have one more to show you guys that survived. Alright. Moving on to a different one. Alright guys, here's my final survival of the fittest. Yes, this little bitty thing that's only about 2.5 inches in one of the first teas I got, and is still this size. So probably got it in 2012, and here it is 2021. Can you guess what it is? Very slow growing, not the best of appetites, at least mine isn't anyway. And I hear that a lot of them don't have great appetites, but hence the slow growth. But a very easy one to take care of. Survived all of my illnesses. Dry as a bone. Ophonopelma chalcodes, the desert blonde. So yes, they're used to it being dry anyway. So another very hardy spider. For those of you who don't are not able to take care of them as well, like if you're real busy or something, but you still want a spider that you can at least still keep alive, of course, but that require very little maintenance. This is the perfect one, but only if you don't mind the skipped meals or the slow growth. Otherwise, great ones to have. I know of one person that had a very defensive one, but typically they're quite docile. This one has gotten a little more runny the older it's gotten, though. But still doesn't eat a whole lot. But yep. So there you go. So those are all of the ones that have made it this far. Can you believe that? And I lost some that I had for a while recently that really hurt me. It really bothered me a lot. That's another reason why I didn't want to make videos there for a little while, because I was just so upset over the ones that I lost. So, didn't want to go there, I guess. But anyway, I'm very thankful for the ones that I have, and I hope that I can stay healthy to be able to care for these guys. I've been losing weight and eating a lot healthier and taking medication, so I should definitely be on the mend to start making consistent videos hopefully soon. But I need to make sure I'm able to care for the ones I have before I even consider buying more, so might need to wait a little bit more on that. It's not fair to them if I can't be there for them. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for, I know I gotta do some rehousings and also some cleanings and all that stuff. So, and of course I'll have the feeding video as usual. So, thanks for all the comments that you leave me. I greatly appreciate it. And y'all take care. Bye.